It kind of makes you feel good, and when you get that feel good, bleh. Hey, good afternoon, my friends. It's Carolina Millan, and I am back in my home office. I am back in my home after roughly 7 days that I spent in Las Vegas. I actually arrived yesterday. Yesterday was Thursday, the 11th. Today is Friday, the 12th. I have a mission for today that I need to accomplish. That mission is to set up my new podcast. The reason is I already have interviews that I've done, and I keep procrastinating on this. It's freaking awesome. No, it's not freaking awesome. It's freaking insane that I keep procrastinating on something as important as setting up my podcast. But I guess one of the reasons I tend to procrastinate sometimes, it's that I check my phone and I look at my MOB commissions, and every time I check, they increase. I've made over $10,000 so far in January alone. It's really cool. So when you see that there's money coming in from one of your efforts, MOB is just one of my income streams. It's one of the most important ones, but it's not the only one. But when you see consistency like that, it kind of makes you feel good. And when you get those good feels, you kind of lay back and like, yeah, and you pat yourself in the back and you're like, yeah, I'm making money. Why should I go the extra mile? Why? My friend, I want to make more than 10,000. I usually make more than 10,000 per month. However, I want to make 6 figures per month. I want to make over $100,000 per month. Why? Because I want to make a real impact beyond my family, beyond myself. Right now, with the amount of money I make, yes, I can help my family, my extended family. I can help my parents, I can help my brother if he needs to, I can help Thomas. But it's difficult for me to really embark on a big project or donate a big amount of money to make a bigger change, a bigger impact in the world. I want to leave a real legacy, and the money is a consequence of our actions. I was reading a tweet from GARYVEE earlier today. Somebody tweeted to him, I want the GARYVEE money. Let me find the tweet, I'll show you. Someone tweeted at GARYVEE like, I need the GARYVEE money, and he retweeted that person and said, you need the GARYVEE patience, work ethic, and confidence and humility, right? And then I responded, the money comes as a consequence of all of those. Which is true, wouldn't you agree? Money is a consequence of being patient, of being a hard worker, of being humble, checking your ego at the door, okay? And having work ethic. And a lot more things. It also takes skill and talent and investing in yourself and having new experiences and helping other people, etc, etc, etc. When you do all the right things, the money will start coming into your life. My tea's gone cold. I'm wondering why. Actually, I know why it's gone cold. It's gone cold because I was uploading a new vlog episode, and while I was uploading the new vlog episode, I forgot to drink my tea. Here's my yoga mug. So yes, you want to make more money, my friend, you have to be willing to go the extra mile, and you have to be willing to add a lot of value to a lot more people. So setting up a podcast for me is just part of my efforts to add more value to you, so that if you don't have time to watch my videos, then I want to be sure that you can still get value from me for free through my podcast. So that's why I'm doing it. Hey guys, so I'm back here at my desk, and I wanted to share something with you that I got in the mail while I was away. It wasn't enough packages for me to do a Mail with Carolina episode. However, this is what I got. Square One Healing Cancer Coaching Program. There is a DVD set. There is this is a complete transcript of everything in the DVDs in case you want to read it. And finally, a guidebook which has recipes and all sorts of advice for you to beat cancer. And I ordered this back in October. It took over 2 months to get here, but it finally got here. In fact, I had complained to them that it hadn't arrived, so I think they sent me another copy. Sorry guys if you ever watched this, I didn't mean to, but it was late. This happens, end of the year. Every time I order something online, it either gets lost or it arrives super late. Anyway, I haven't dived into this yet, but I wanted to recommend it to you. So I just wanted to share this with you. I don't get any kind of compensation or commission. It's not a affiliate program or anything. And even if I did, it wouldn't be that bad because I only recommend things that I get myself or that I try myself, all right? So anyway, if you want to get this, all you have to go is go to chrisbeatscancer.com. I'm gonna put the link here in the video, chrisbeatscancer.com, and you can check this out if you know anybody who has cancer or you want to prevent it because perhaps, like me, you have family members who have cancer. Both of my parents have it, so it's probably a good time in my life to start worrying about it. To be honest with you guys, I don't like doctors. I don't think I've had a blood test in 8 or 9 or 10 years. I don't know. I don't remember the last time I had a blood test, but on the other hand, I don't remember the last time I felt like I needed to have a blood test. Now, don't get me wrong, I do go to doctors when I need to. For example, I go to the dentist quite regularly. How do you think I keep the teeth? Just kidding. I do go to the ear doctor and the throat doctor. I do go to the orthopedic surgeon for some issues I have with my back and my knees. Luckily, I haven't needed to go to those doctors lately, but I did ask a good friend of mine who is a doctor to write a prescription for me to get blood tests done. And it's very likely that I will do that next week, because I keep traveling and I keep procrastinating on this, and I think my health is supposed to come first. There's no point, by the way, this goes for you too, there's no point in making a lot of money and having a fun life if you don't have the health to enjoy it. And I don't want to get to a point where I need to go to the doctor, even though you can do a lot of things on your own and improve your diet with, with things like this. Doctors are the only ones who can really diagnose something, who can help you diagnose and understand what you have. When it comes to treatment, it's up to you if you want to follow traditional treatments or complementary or alternative treatments. And in the case of my parents, they're doing both. They're doing traditional chemotherapy and stuff, and whatever it is that I tell them that I find out in courses like this. This is not the only course about cancer that I have. I also have The Truth About Cancer, and I've read a few books, Bill Henderson's book, etc, etc. I will do my best to list a few resources in the description of this video. So if you're watching this and you're interested and you want to know a little bit more about treating cancer naturally, I will leave a few resources in the description for you guys. I wanted to share this with you, and whenever I have a chance to watch this, I will of course share with you some nuggets that I get, but the invitation is made for you to grab your own copy of that. Anyway, back to the podcasting thing. I'll see you in a bit. Hopefully I will have it set up by tonight. So we came to the supermarket, and the first thing he stops for are cookies.
Oh, you don't have to tell that. Yeah, right.
He loves cookies.
I do.
Okay, let me eat some. You always eat all the cookies. Hey, what's up guys? Carolina Millan here. Today is January 15th. I actually didn't vlog the entire weekend. On one hand, I was busy spending some time with Thomas because he went on a trip with some clients. So we won't see each other for another 9 or 10 days, which is gonna suck, of course. And I was also incredibly busy setting up the details for my Gary Vaynerchuk promotion. I am interviewing him tomorrow, January 16th. And so I created a special promo where I will be giving away his book, Crushing It, where people will only have to pay the shipping for it, and I will send them the book. What is my strategy behind this? Now, Gary and his team, they did not ask me to sell books or buy a bunch of books for the interview. I got that out of goodwill that I have built with him and his team over the last 2 years. So there was no requirement. He just accepted to be on my new podcast, which is just amazing. However, I wanna go the extra mile, and not only I want to do something special for him, but for you. My crazy plan, and I don't know if it's going to work. Maybe I shouldn't even share it with you, that might jinx it, but I'm not superstitious. My secret plan is to organize some kind of meetup with him and my mastermind clients, mastermind/workshop clients in New York City sometime this year. I have no idea when, I have no idea if it's going to work out, I have no idea how much I'm going to charge for the mastermind. Hopefully I will be able to reveal more details to you once I know if it's going to work out or not. Now for that, I know for sure that they will ask me to buy a certain amount of his books. So I sent an email to his team. I'm already waiting for an answer. I already have the person in charge in contact with me, so I'm excited to hear about that. And if it does work, you will hear about it, trust me. The time with him would probably just be an hour if I can buy enough books to get that hour with him. But my workshop would be at least 2, maybe 3 days of training and implementation in New York City. We will see when this will happen. And whether Gary comes or not, that's not something I can promise. I'll let you know if it works out. And if not, I will also let you know if you want to participate in my workshop. Now, what I'm going to teach you over those 3 days is everything I know about building sales funnels. So I'll show you how to build them, we'll build them together, and I'll show you how to advertise it on Facebook and how to sell your product or service online. And this is specifically addressed towards people who sell services for the most part. For example, coaching. If you're a coach or a book author and you really want to promote your personal brand, you want to start selling consulting, or you want to create an online info product. You know, maybe you have a lot of knowledge and you want to create an online course, but you have no idea how to do it or how to advertise it, how to get people to get interested. I'll also show you how to build an email database, because still today, still in 2018, an email database is still one of the most precious assets of your business. So the bigger your list, the more money you could potentially make. Those are just a few things. I'll show you how to brand yourself on social media. I'll show you a lot of stuff. There's just so much that I want to share with you at that event. And it would just be an amazing bonus to have GARYVEE for an hour masterminding with us. So I'll let you know. The other thing I wanted to share today with you guys, I wanted to actually show you the funnel that I built. I spent 3 days working on this funnel. And I think by the time you watch this video, it might still be up. So you might still be able to get the GARYVEE book from me. So this is why I'm doing this promotion. This is why I'm giving away his books, because even if they tell me, okay, Carolina, you gotta buy 500 or 1,000 books, I just can't have 1,000 books in my home. I can't ship 1,000 books to my home. What would I do with them, right? So what I'm doing is getting you guys to help me out with this, where you just cover the shipping, and that's the funnel I built. You cover the shipping and I buy the book on Amazon and I ship it to you. Now this is what the funnel looks like.
So that's a video of me just basically inviting people to participate.
And on that video, I just share the excitement that I'm interviewing Gary, that I've done it before, that I talked to him in 2016, and that I just want to send you, you know, a copy of his book. And then here I give people 2 options, US shipping and then international shipping for a little bit more. And of course, there is a countdown, of course. This is to add some urgency. A photo with Gary for credibility, of course. And that's pretty much it. When you build a simple funnel like this, these are the important elements that you need to have. You need to give people a very strong reason. You need to connect with them. That's why there's a video in it. Video is so key, my friend. It's been key for marketers since, I don't know, 2010 or before that. I don't know. It's been, for me, video is the #1 way for me to communicate with you guys. I mean, you're watching this, right? Duh. The next thing is email, and of course, social media, connecting with you guys on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, doing stories, doing webinars. And at the end of the day, all of those communications, or a lot of them, are based on video. At my workshop, I'll show you how you can build a simple funnel like this, right? And how to integrate all of this stuff. So for example, when you click this button, it'll take you to PayPal, right? And then there will be a special promotion that I have going on for people who may want to work with me and be a part of one of my training programs. Maybe you get the GARYVEE book and you're like, hey Carolina, I'd love to learn some more from you. So that option is integrated here as well, which is what we call an upsell in marketing. Okay, that's what we call an upsell. There are upsells and there are downsells. In fact, this is almost a downsell because the offer is pretty damn good compared to the original price of the course that I'm promoting. That's what I wanted to share with you guys real briefly. Please check the links in the description of this video, of this vlog, because you might still be able to get a copy of Gary's book. I don't know how many I will give away and for how long, because I don't know if his team is going to let me make that deal with him and get him for an hour in New York City somewhere. Either way, there will be a raffle. I'm gonna select somebody out of all the people that participate in this, and hopefully it all works out. Okay, so thank you so much, guys. I gotta get back to work now. I have to send an email to my database because this is only the first part of the job. Now I have to send this to my database, syndicate it on social media, and upload a video on YouTube, and a lot of stuff that I gotta do. So I'll see you guys soon. Okay guys, I am really excited. I was able to finish the funnel to give away the GARYVEE books. The lighting in my living room is making it look kind of greenish. It's just the lighting, guys. I just needed to clear my head, so guess what I'm doing? I am putting away the Christmas tree and I'm watching The Conjuring 2. Leave me a comment if you like scary movies. I love scary movies. My favorite ones are some of the classics such as Nightmare on Elm Street. They don't really make me, like, they don't really scare me anymore. There are a few things about those that are still scary, but from modern scary movies, The Conjuring and Insidious. So The Conjuring 1 and 2, Insidious 1, 2, 3. Let me know what scary movies you like. It's January 15th and it's probably already a little too late to be putting away the Christmas tree, but it's been such crazy weeks lately. Lots of traveling, lots of work, and let's be honest, I love my Christmas tree, and it's really sad that we only get to have it for such a short period of time. Guys, this part is really scary. I wish I wasn't home alone right now, which I am. I don't know if I told you, but yeah, I did tell you. Thomas is going to be away for like 10 more days, so it's probably not a good idea to watch these movies on my own. Yeah, you heard that, right? Anyway, all right, I'll get back to this and I'll see you guys in a moment.
So I thought I needed. So I thought I needed. Thought I needed. So I thought I needed.
Classic.